What?
What's up, you guys? It's the Normies. We're back to watch Boondocks Season 3, Episode 1. A Black President.
Yeah! Obama!
Okay.
I'm excited.
That's the only one I know.
Sick.
Well.
Let's go with names.
I wonder why.
It's Rana.
Did she forget?
Serge Obama.
I'm Pat.
Nubby.
Spidey.
Marqueta.
The artist formerly known as Chris.
I'm excited. I've been waiting for this episode since we started. I know Chris mentioned this is one of his favorite episodes as well.
It is.
I kind of like to jump right into it. Not a market substitute. You guys support the OG content. We're checking this out on, what are we on?
Hulu.
Support the Normies on Patreon as well. You guys doing that lets you guys participate in polls. We get to get early access. I just woke up. Nah. And you had to watch ahead.
Towards the end of the 2008 campaign, the Republican Party, terrified at their own sinking poll numbers, attempted to link Barack Obama to radical leftist figures to make him appear un-American.
That's a good Barack.
First was the controversial Reverend Jeremiah Wright.
Motherfucker America, motherfucker America.
That's a real audio. Never mind. It sounded like a real mic audio.
Obama did his best to downplay the relationship.
Look, I have many friends on MySpace.
Oh my God.
Pretty much add anybody. I don't know who this Huey Freeman is, but he doesn't stand for what I stand for.
Who's voicing this? It's perfect.
What if it is him?
Basically,
It might be.
fuck him.
My favorite quote of all time.
Oh shit.
Track down the notoriously reclusive Huey Freeman here, where he lives with his grandfather and younger brother.
I love this voice.
The narrative.
Why is it German?
It's Herzog.
Have you never seen a documentary?
How does it feel to be labeled
Oh my God.
a domestic terrorist?
That-
I'm retired.
Hostile youth.
He looks like a black African-American Negro. Are you really excited, or are you extremely excited that everything is going to change forever? I felt my sphincter clench, my scrotum contract in shock at his response. If the election is fake, then what's really
Retired.
going on?
The end of America.
I felt despair so terrible, I briefly considered slitting my own wrists, bludgeoning myself about the head.
Oh my God.
Describe Riley Freeman in one word.
No go.
I say real niggas.
Real nigger is too much.
Real niggas don't follow instructions.
This is Robert Freeman's other grandson, Riley.
No?
He's empowered by the prospect of a black president.
Obese.
If my nigga Obama gets up in there, I'm gonna act a fool. I ain't doing no more homework. Oh,
What?
what's the cop gonna do to me? I'm gonna be like, don't make me call the president. President's a real nigga. We can't do nothing.
If he wins,
Obama guy.
it will literally be the best day of my life.
Tom and Sarah Dubois are also neighbors of the Freemans. They both work on the Obama campaign.
Barack has already changed our lives in so many ways.
How?
Well, I mean, it's no secret that me and Tom have had some problems in the past with our relationship.
Well, it's not
So?
what the world knew. Things are totally different now.
Things will change,
Better.
right?
And it's
Oh.
all thanks to Barack. He is such a
Everything
wonderful,
changed.
wonderful man. I just think it's about time we had a president who is smart and tall, charming, strong, and
Okay.
fit.
What?
Just like your hubby?
This isn't about you, sweetie.
Oh my God. Is she picturing Obama every time she's
Probably.
I mean, he kind of got the look.
He is the socialist Muslim
Antichrist.
This is Uncle Ruckus. He's an uncle.
Sarah Palin's actual picture.
Biggest Uncle Tom to have ever lived.
The biggest Uncle Tom who ever lived.
You want this nigga to shit in the
He's
same
a
face
Republican?
William Taft
Okay.
sat and his big wife. She don't
How you
need
know
to be
William
in the White
Taft?
House. She should be in the WNBA shooting fouls.
Oh.
Oh my
That's good
God.
accuracy, though.
My Brent, you gonna have to pry
That's
from
how Craig
my
did
cold
Debo.
dead hand, Mr. Obama Hussein.
So bad.
In Bavaria, we have a saying.
What is
Der
it?
Junge ist ja total bedient.
Okay.
My nipples will be chafed.
This is the most depressing fucking
I always said
That's a
that.
saying.
He's gonna lower my taxes.
Actually, he has promised to raise taxes at your income level.
And he's just
How much money does he have?
I mean, he lives in the mansion.
and also buying things.
He's against corporate bailouts.
That is also not true.
I'm supporting Obama because he black.
At least he's real.
And he's gonna get the troops out of Afghanistan, right?
Also wrong.
Then what the fuck that nigga gonna do?
You gonna kill Osama?
Some shit needs to get done. And until we do that shit ain't gonna change. That's when Will.i.am called me about doing this damn song.
no.
Okay.
Magnificent choice.
Look at Willie.
Dick riding Obama.
Turn it up.
I wanna fight.
Obama walked up and said, yes, we can. I said, I wanna run you nuts.
Okay.
Dick riding Obama.
Is that George Clooney?
Yeah, Clooney.
Why is it so well drawn?
Dick riding for today.
Dick riding for the straight. Dick riding for the gay. Dick riding for America. Dick riding for rock.
What is
It's
this?
okay to ride that dick.
No.
Just as long as it's rock.
Dick riding. Number one hit.
Banger.
Hey, bang.
He pronounced Iraq correctly in order to rhyme it with Barack. I'm impressed.
All around the room, I see black faces beaming with elation. It is as though each of them has been elected president.
Hey man, it was a fun time to celebrate still. I know Huey's right, but
I thought you'd be dancing on your tail with the rest of the Lakers champs.
Oh my God. Why is he there?
Good question.
Can't they see what this nigga's gonna do to our great country? Looks like we the only two people with sense in this whole room. Just you and me. Just you and me.
oh my god, he'd be dick riding Trump if this were today.
Now, I'd just like to say that today is a very special day for me. I hope you all enjoying the cheese, wine, and freedom I have struggled so hard to provide tonight. And because of my pain and suffering, the black struggle is officially over. No longer can they keep us down. No longer can we be silent.
This is it. Shut up. Shut up.
I like how she's the most invested.
Barack Hussein Obama will be the next president of the United States.
Look at Ruckus.
Hey, it was such a good night. I remember it.
Oh, I remember right where I was.
Yeah.
This was the second
I don't necessarily think of myself as a hero. And when people always ask me if I want a medal or a
Civil rights legend.
all I want to do is be there in person on that glorious day when the first black president take the oath. Maybe next to Beyonce.
Are you aware that some people are paying as much as $50,000 for VIP inauguration tickets?
What? Was that real? No way.
I mean, before we change the world, we gotta change ourselves first. I mean, this is the new, colorless, flavorless, and unscented era. Like from now on, I'm calling all my niggas Obama. And all my bitches, I'm calling Michelle. Think about it. If you was a bitch, right, would you rather be called a bitch or Michelle?
And what about bitches named Michelle?
Make a joke. I'm trying to uplift my Obama.
I'm trying to off my bummers.
In a few days, we're gonna have a black president. Aren't you excited, little man? What's Ann supposed to mean?
Music stop.
Just means
Yo, what the deal, man? What's going on here?
It's a kid. Leave him alone.
Not excited.
Who ain't excited?
This little nigga right here. You want McCain to win.
I never said that.
Why ain't you like Barack Obama? He got a lovely family.
Not according to this little nigga.
Oh my god.
Hey, everybody, just crank that hole, dog. Yeah, just what the hell is going on here?
Do you work here too?
You work at the car wash, of course.
This little big haired nigga hates Obama.
And I say, good for him.
Oh.
Barack Obama is an evil man. Hey, everybody.
He didn't say anything.
You hater.
At least
You
Rick is
say,
gonna get the
yes,
ass
we
whooping.
can. We say, no, you can't, nigga.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ron
Go away. Makes sense.
Good.
Wow,
American
okay.
press struggles to comprehend the incident. To them,
Worst person in
Huey
the
is like a
world.
calf that refuses its mother's udder, choosing instead to drink the bitter waters of its own making. There is a danger of too much hope. Skeptics are treated like blasphemers, and indifference is...
Why? He's just.
That's hilarious. He dared speak out.
He looked like Luffy.
Hey there. Afro Luffy.
Where is your wife?
She's in D.C.
Oh.
There was a
good
problem
luck,
or something
buddy.
with a ticket, so we only had one, and I let her have it.
Are you afraid your wife will have lusty sex with Barack Obama?
Lusty sex!
I love how he's just saying what everyone's thinking.
Can't help but notice you're like a less attractive, less wealthy, less powerful version of him. It's quite understandable for you to be concerned.
Oh, Tom.
Always taking L's.
Office of the President-elect.
Mr. Freeman, please find and close
Oh
two
my God,
VIP
did you come
tickets
late?
for the inauguration, as well as the inaugural ball with Beyonce.
What?
As a small token of gratitude for all the sacrifices you've made on behalf of me
What?
and
I
this
don't believe
great
it.
country. Sincerely, President-elect Barack Obama.
What's going on?
I'm going to the inauguration. You want to come?
Yeah, boy.
Robert and Riley leave for the inauguration.
We're packing nothing. We're just going, oh, fuck you.
Oh.
You are looking at the final mission of a domestic terrorist, Operation Exodus.
He's going to Cuba.
He has an unlikely companion.
No, who is it?
I'm
No.
going to go to the inauguration.
Patriots with Revitalago.
Put the volume.
I know in these liberal activist judges, they might actually try and put me in
Look at
jail.
the picture
for it.
behind him.
I think it's time for me to leave this great country.
Some people did threaten to leave.
Yeah, to Canada.
Some people said for Trump also. Funny.
How do you feel being teamed up with your arch enemy?
First of all, we're not a team. Second of all, we're not a team. I've got gas money. He's got the license. We're just gonna drive to Canada and then go our separate ways.
Fair enough. Makes sense.
You see, Bill, I consider myself a black leader.
Oh,
now, and that
no.
means helping
Fucking
Obama
Bill
in
Maher.
doing anything he asks.
Oh, yes, I can hear your concern for the state of the world in that song you did about stomping people in the nuts.
Stomp him in the nuts.
It's really him. That's really Bill Maher.
Well, name the three branches of government then.
The what?
Come on, black leader. It's fourth grade social studies time.
Damn.
What are the three branches of government?
I mean,
Let's see. They got the main branch.
You're a black leader. I'm glad I'm a white man.
oh.
Oh,
Oh, boy. Was it executive?
Legislating.
and the fourth branch,
Aliens.
media.
The Hex.
Illuminati. Yeah.
This is an outrage. I have my right. Oh, the bricks ain't mine.
Bricks ain't mine.
Already taken away my constitutional right to bear bricks. Martial law.
Martial law. If I had a ballot for every time someone told me Obama was going to do martial law.
Ticket.
We all got VIP tickets.
What?
Oh.
Get your hands off me. Alright, you in trouble.
Look at his little
now.
suit.
I'm calling my
He's so
nigga
cute.
obese.
Please don't tase me. Don't tase me, bro.
Don't tase me, bro.
You guys remember the Don't Tase Me bro?
I'm a civil rights legend.
Why are you tasing the old man?
Huey Freeman is forced to abort Operation Exodus because he cannot get around.
He's too young for this. But he was right.
I want to hear what he has to say exactly. He hasn't really spoken up about it.
I just found out that food is going to raise
I
my
mean,
taxes.
he kind of did say,
Like his
we'll
chicken.
talk about it.
Worthless. Good thing I didn't vote his lying ass.
Washington was indescribable. It was just so amazing. And I got to meet him.
Was he everything you dreamed he would be?
Oh, yes, he was. And so much more.
Due to the conditions of my parole, I am unable to leave the country at this time. I am forced to remain here and express my extreme displeasure while in no way threatening the life of the president and his beautiful monkey family.
If he has any final thoughts he'd like to share.
Yeah, I'm retired.
Finally.
Huey, no, I want to hear
That's
your
what he said
wisdom,
at the
buddy.
beginning.
Oh my god.
I mean, I get.
Press X, press X.
It was all, that's what it was. It was a bunch of
Bill
hype and
Maher.
it's still awesome, like I think, but
Nothing
Yeah,
changed.
it was just, nothing changed. It was just business as usual afterwards.
Essentially, that's what it is. Like nothing really changed. So it's like, we're gonna do all this, but ultimately,
Feels like you need like more than 4. Even if you get reelected those 8 years, like you need more for.
Because
Like,
you spent the first 2 years to fix the previous president's
you
shit.
need more time
Well, he
for
spent
real
those last
change.
2 years getting ready to campaign for the next, and he spent those last 4. It doesn't matter. Look, you could become the president, and you can try to get some shit done, but there's roadblocks. There's people in your way. There's obstructionists. Also, it was Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog.
Yeah, you look like him. I was like, he looks familiar.
Yeah.
They even made him look exactly like
Look
him.
like him, sound like him. Werner Herzog's in movies, and he's done documentaries before, but also if you've seen Mandalorian, he's in season 1. You know the guy?
Yeah,
I would like
yeah.
to see the baby.
Yeah.
He has everything.
You haven't seen it?
No, Mandalorian? I haven't seen it. Star Wars.
I like how he was just matter-of-factly stating the things that were very obvious.
Yeah.
Like, that's a very German or European thing to do.
He's a quessential,
You are lying, you did not know.
documentary voice.
It's a combination between the words thug and magnificent.
I feel like, all right, so for the election, it was, do you guys remember the Lockerbie pub? Across the street from the Lockerbie?
Yeah, they're closed now.
Yeah, there's no, I was there before the Lockerbie apartments were even there. It was just an open field. And we was like, the election was happening, we'd already voted, and everybody was hanging out. It was a Tuesday night, and they had Action Jackson was DJing, and everybody was just hanging out. And then they were like, Obama won, and fucking everybody turned up, stayed out late. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was good.
I think,
Was it 06 or
08? That was
08?
it was the first time I voted. Yeah.
Same.
But yeah.
Same. It was my first time.
I see why. You
I think
guys
a
all
lot of it was like a first time voting because we had just turned 18.
I was 18. Yeah.
That's why, honestly, that's why he won. He got that young vote. Like, everybody, first time voting was like, fuck, I'm gonna vote for a black president.
Yeah.
I don't know the difference between a conservative and a
I
Republican and a
definitely
Democrat.
fucking the goddamn fuck did, especially John Kerry.
My first time voting for was for Hillary Clinton.
Hell no!
Oh, a year later. Yeah. I think the thing with Obama winning and his election, like he campaigned on hope, and it was kind of like you as a young person was like, oh yeah, we can do things. It's like it made sense. But at the end of the day, like, did we know what policies ran? Like, do we ever know what policy any president run on?
Yeah,
As an 18-year-old,
It's all about marketing.
And at the same time, also, president himself can't really do anything because there's a Congress, there's a representative, like they all have their own
Well, you say
roadblocks
that,
and all the stuff. And
I would say in the past, like, 5-6 presidents this country has had, though.
5 or 6?
Yeah, like, I think Barack Obama is the most well-spoken out of all of them.
for sure.
The most articulate, and like, he's got the riz. Like, I think that's what
I love
people looked
listening
at
to
too.
him.
Like, almost like, because I was too young to even know his policies. But I'm like, this guy he's a great public speaker.
2 Bushes, 1 Clinton, Trump, Biden.
Yes, you guys didn't like
That's
Clinton?
6?
Yeah.
I mean, how could I like Clinton? I was a child.
Yeah,
but even though
But the economy was good back in the day.
I was a child.
I wasn't
But he
here.
did not have sex with that woman.
Except for he fucked her mouth, which I consider sex.
She's a throat goat.
And it was a sexual relation.
And poor
Also,
Monica
one of the-
Lewinsky, by the way, she got dragged.
She's one of the first people to get
unfairly.
slut-shamed on the internet.
Yeah.
In fact,
That was the first
Till
time.
now, there's so
what
many
did she
rap
do?
songs.
First victim
She
of
actually
sexual
she's mad about those rap songs.
Yeah, she was on somebody's podcast and was talking about it. It's like, yeah, I feel bad. It's like every song. There's like songs about her.
Even before Bush Senior, who was it? Like Jimmy Carter?
I think it was Carter.
Yeah, I don't remember. how
Was
he
it not
spoke at
Reagan?
all. I don't remember. Reagan? I guess Reagan was a good public
Dude,
speaker.
were you even born then?
No, you've seen clips and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't go out.
War
looking
on
for-
drugs.
Yeah, Reagan.
Sure, I
Reagan
don't,
changed this
doesn't tell
country
me
for
anything.
I feel like a lot of the shit that Ruckus was saying is kind of like Trump era shit. I mean, I know people were saying it then, and like the birtherisms and the fucking show us your birth certificate and the Tea Partiers and all that shit leads down there. But like, you watch this and you see some of the shit Ruckus saying, you're like, man, he's being like extra. Nope. If I go to Rumble and type up Michelle Obama, I will hear the same shit being said about her now that Ruckus was saying then in 2008. And it's what year now? 2024?
So do you think Trump picked his character off Ruckus?
No, Trump has always been Trump.
Trump has been his character.
Right?
I do think there's similarities here. People are going to move to Canada and shit, and that's what everyone was saying about Trump. So like,
Yes, political refugees.
There's a joke about it.
Nobody moved for Trump.
And,
Nobody moved for Obama.
in Dave Chappelle's Chappelle show, there's a joke about it when Bush gets elected, and dudes are like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna move to Canada," and like somebody calls somebody else out on it. It's a thing. Like It's one of those things that every election cycle people always fucking say maybe a small percentage of people move, but most everybody just fucking stay. It's just been it's wild. I love it's like it's reflective. We get to look back and be like, oh damn, I remember that time.
And a year when we actually have another election coming up.
In
It's
08,
like
I worked at the fireworks shop that I was working at, and there was this dude who worked there, and he was like this fucking gruff ass white boy, and I remember this shit like clearly as fuck. We're like stacking boxes, and he's like, dude, I just remember, like everybody out there's all saying like they're gonna do all this and that, like when Obama becomes president, like it's gonna be illegal to be white. He's like, I can't imagine shit. He's like, I was at the mall, all right, and a bunch of these niggas, they were just like, and I was like, what? He's like, I mean, like you like black people, man, you know what I'm talking about. And I was like,
oh, he was white.
Fuck, I mean, you know what I'm talking about. I was like, bro, nah, you should just go home today. I was like, just leave. Just leave. I was like, yeah, just fucking go. Leave. Like, leave. What do you...
But isn't it funny that the drastic things people thought, on both sides, the bad things people thought were going to happen with Obama and the good things people thought were going to happen with Obama, they are so similar to, like, I don't know, I keep thinking of Trump. Yeah. Like, people thought, like, thought the country was going to be bombed, or, like, thought the worst things. Mm-hmm. I don't know. There's something to be said there, that both sides invoke the same type of extreme crowds.
Kind of rhetoric. But I will say, one of them, my dad said, Obama's not going to leave office. He's going to do martial law and stay there forever. And I mean, we were there January 6th. That was, I mean, that almost was the thing. Like, for anything you want to say about Obama, like, sure, his policies, man, fuck him. We stayed in Afghanistan. We didn't do anything about student loans, income inequality, all this shit. Guantanamo Bay. All that fucking shit. Like, Donald Trump was about that shit. Let me be clear. I feel like he's actually bad.
I think the fear that people had with Obama was like somewhat just unjustified, just because he was a black dude. Like, we actually had Trump talking about smacking women in the pussy.
Exactly. Straight up, and nothing happened.
And there were women that were defending those comments.
Obama was the most clean president that ever ran, and like everybody was just like, "Oh, he wasn't born here." It was like, "This is where we are dying on. Like, this hill." Like,
they die on the weirdest hills.
Yeah,
these like things. I don't understand.
And then like once it was proved, and I was like, that's Photoshop.
Right? Yeah.
Photoshop. It's like, that's Photoshop. It's like, okay, cool.
What do you want?
Like, there's nothing, you can't give the evidence. I think it's both sides, right? You can't give the evidence and you cannot give the evidence. It's either way, they're not going to believe it. Mm-hmm. Whatever you believe is going to be whatever you believe, and that's so sad. And I hope everybody, like, asks questions and kind of just, you know, open up your mind to, like, kind of learn things, because there's good on both sides, but there's people that's horrible on both sides, too.
Well, the old good on both sides, you know. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm already tired. I was tired watching this episode.
Yeah.
I just wish we talked about the real stuff, and like, you know, stuff like the transgenders in bathrooms. It's like, oh, okay, great, but what about the serious problems this country's had? I'm not like downplaying the plight of the transgender person. I'm not in that community, but you're well within your right to fight for your freedom and all that. Other people, I guess it's of their opinion that they want to go against it, but it's just weird that topic dominates the political conversation when there's so much other shit. And it's like, you know, Trevor Noah stand up. Like, it's like, it's the distraction. It's like, hey, talk about this thing, which is like, gets a knee-jerk reaction out of everybody. It's like, you know, like, who has ever actually been upset at a transgender person in the bathroom with them? Who? Are you looking at like you're not looking at someone's dick when you're peeing? And there's stalls in the women's bathrooms. So like, it's weird. Yeah. I'm not saying it's a non-issue, because like things should be done to help transgender people, but I'm saying it's dumb that it dominates everything. Like,
it's going to dominate this fucking news cycle.
I mean, because it's in a way, I mean, it's part of like human rights and the definition of what a human is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like people do not respect trans people, don't even consider them to be human, some of them. So like, it's important to have that conversation about it. I don't think it should be like the topic of the election. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially,
it can be a topic.
Especially when we have infrastructure that's falling apart.
Housing crisis.
And housing crisis, opioid crisis, so many fucking crises.
There's apparently another opioid that's even stronger, that's like making the same round. It was like,
if I just look at it, will I get high?
Like, didn't we just make a documentary to just show how bad this is? How are we getting back in this?
I think that's some of them just to reignite that opioid crisis.
It's AI fentanyl.
Also, we can say the good on both sides thing all we want, but whenever I'm with my friends or like in college, driving down to like IU, we pass Martinsville.
Oh God!
I think one of the birthplaces of the KKK.
They're trying to do better.
You see the no Obama signs? No Obama.
No.
And like whatever, believe what you want to believe, but I personally don't feel safe there. I'm not gonna go stop there to eat it. We had a Cracker Barrel there.
Oh, bro, we got all the looks.
Terrifying, bro.
We got all the looks.
Why would you? No, I only stop there every if I need gas.
Yeah.
And drive through coffee.
We were hungry.
That's it.
I was like, one of those sides makes me not comfortable.
Yeah.
That's all.
They tried to put out a newspaper article where they were literally like, "We're having brain drain. Things are better here. I swear. Please come." It was the sheriff who put it out too, and I was like, "Y'all must be struggling."
There's graffiti everywhere.
We need the blacks and the browns, please. Yeah, I'm not here for the both sides shit. I think all sides suck ass, and we need to get it the fuck together. How about that?
No.
Big old turd
I will
butt.
say that if it's Trump versus Biden, Biden is getting slaughtered.
Biden's not even gonna be alive.
Fucking slaughtered. That's all. That's
It's
all.
just gonna be.
It's like
sad.
very predictable.
A lot of people hate him now, especially since what's happening overseas too. So he has newfound hate from new groups.
But either president would have done that.
Yeah.
Republican or Democrat, America's stance would have been
not to help. Yeah.
I'm curious about our viewers who don't live in America. What are your thoughts of this upcoming? Like, are you just getting the popcorn and just gonna watch this shit show that's about to go through?
We're soap
here
opera at this point.
Yeah, we are.
Who? Obama?
We're soap opera.
No, America.
Oh, America?
Yeah,
I don't know.
What's up,
At this
bro?
point
We're a
now-
hillbilly, freaking like yeehaw televised sitcom.
Is this just what it's like getting older, or is it just now that every 4 years we all have to clench for the whole entire year?
It's every 4 years. This is new.
This is a little bit
worse.
newer, right?
Yeah.
Because back in the day, like even Dave Chappelle had a joke about it. It's like, well, I'm trying to tell you about fucking my wife in the ass here, and you're asking me all these personal questions.
Yeah.
Because like people never used to say who they voted for. Now it's like, shout it off the rooftops.
When there was recently like a local election, I forgot what kind, but we got in 3 times in the mail we got from the Democratic Party that literally just said, with who you vote for is private, but whether or not you vote is public information.
What? How does that make sense?
Like,
And
we're going to tell people.
Like,
you
so
can
you're
vote.
threatening me now to vote for you? Like, you have a better pitch for me, maybe, that I could vote for you, you asshole.
They could have hit you with a song.
I was like, no.
Something, right? Yeah. It could have dropped the dick right on Obama.
Like,
You know what I
okay.
I was like, what the fuck is this? 3 times. They thought it was a great idea, like a great fucking sentence to send to people.
Be like, all right, do it then.
Yeah, do it.
Like, shit.
Yeah.
I dare
fucking
you.
do something then. Where is your list of policies and goals that you're trying to do so that I can maybe change my mind and vote for you?
Hot fart.
No, you're just gonna send me a threat. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Okay, I guess I will go vote. Like, no.
At this point, that would make me not want to do it. Like, all right, let's see what you can do.
Well,
It's
I've
gonna
got
suck.
good news about season 3 of Boondocks.
Okay.
What?
This
Is
is
our last
the
season?
only political episode.
Okay, good. Because
But did they at least do a Trump one?
When was Trump wasn't a thing when Boondocks was still on?
That's why we want another season of Boondocks.
Yeah, I wanna see them
There's
dish on
so
Trump,
much that could
bro.
be done. January 6th would be fun to make fun of Trump.
The movie Ruckus like, that's my daughter's hand.
No, Ruckus was at January 6th,
Ruckus
bro.
will be there.
You know he was there, shoving
he
the
the one with the
flagpole through the
horns.
glass.
Bro, it's gonna be found
He was
footage
trying
one
to fucking
cut.
hang Mike Pence. You know it.
Could we look up when this season aired? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
sure, go for it.
Boondocks.
I think it really was like 2009.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. Why are they not bringing Boondocks back?
Man, Aaron Magruder don't want to.
Who?
Let us count down and say goodbye. 3, 2, 1.
Wait, look.
Goodbye. What's up, Normies? We appreciate you guys watching another episode of Boondocks with us. A big shout out to Joe, Max, Puvy, Lucas, Matthew, Taylor. We'll catch you on the next episode.